Retirement finally offers the freedom to explore those bucket list destinations you've been dreaming about for decades. But have you considered that traveling in your golden years presents unique challenges that many seniors discover only when they're far from home? As someone who's advised hundreds of mature travelers on safety concerns, I've witnessed how proper preparation transforms potential travel disasters into memorable adventures. What if I told you that enjoying your dream vacation safely isn't about limiting yourself? It's about understanding the hidden risks that specifically affect travelers over 70. In this video, I'll share 5 unexpected travel risks that seniors face. Not to discourage your wanderlust, but to empower your journeys with practical knowledge. Before we begin, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your city in the comments below and hit that subscribe button if you value travel safety. Now, let's discover the most surprising risk that catches even seasoned travelers by surprise. Risk 1. Financial surprises while traveling. The most unexpected travel challenge for seniors isn't physical, it's financial. While most mature travelers worry about health issues or mobility limitations, it's often money matters that create the biggest problems for travelers over 70. Would you believe that a medical evacuation from Asia back to the United States can exceed $60,000? And that's typically not covered by Medicare or standard health insurance. These financial shocks happen with alarming frequency. In my recent conversation with Susan Thompson, a travel insurance expert with over 2 decades in the industry, she emphasized, "The most common misconception I encounter with senior travelers is their belief that their regular health coverage will protect them internationally. Most are shocked to learn they have virtually no coverage once they leave American soil." Consider the case of William, a 75-year-old retired accountant from Florida. He and his wife planned a month-long European adventure they'd saved for throughout their careers. Just 5 days in, William experienced severe chest pain in a small Italian town. The local hospital provided excellent care, but his Medicare coverage was useless overseas. The facility demanded a €12,000 deposit before treatment, and arranging medical transport home added another $40,000 in unexpected costs. Their carefully planned trip depleted nearly half of their retirement savings because they hadn't secured comprehensive travel insurance. But financial vulnerabilities extend beyond medical emergencies. Seniors are specifically targeted by scammers who view them as wealthy, vulnerable tourists. From currency exchange schemes that shortchange you by 30% to elaborate credit card frauds at popular tourist spots. These scams can drain your accounts with frightening speed. How can you protect yourself? First, invest in comprehensive travel insurance that explicitly covers medical treatment abroad and emergency evacuation. Look for primary coverage policies that pay directly without requiring you to file claims with your regular insurance first. Ensure coverage limits of at least $75,000 for medical expenses and $150,000 for evacuation services. Second, establish a dedicated travel emergency fund separate from your vacation budget. Approximately 25% of your total trip cost provides a solid safety net for unexpected expenses. Third, rely on credit cards with strong fraud protection for all purchases abroad. And always notify your financial institutions of your travel plans to prevent security freezes on your accounts. Consider carrying cards from different banks as backup in case one experiences issues. Proper financial preparation means the freedom to fully enjoy your travels without constant worry. You wouldn't consider driving without auto insurance, so why would you travel without proper financial protection? I'm curious, have you ever actually examined what your health insurance covers when you're traveling internationally? Share your experiences in the comments below. Now let's explore our second hidden risk, which affects even the healthiest senior travelers. Risk 2. Healthcare challenges away from home. Your health is your most valuable possession, especially when you're far from familiar doctors and hospitals. While we all hope for trouble-free travels, the reality is that health concerns don't take vacations when we do. For travelers over 70, managing health away from home creates special challenges. The medications you depend on daily, the doctors who understand your medical history, and the comfort of familiar healthcare systems. All these vanish when you travel abroad. Research shows that adults over 70 typically require 2 to 3 times longer to recover from common illnesses compared to those in their 50s. This means a minor health issue for a younger traveler could significantly disrupt your entire vacation. Dr. Michael Rivera, a specialist in travel medicine whom I interviewed, explains, the primary concern for senior travelers isn't necessarily contracting exotic illnesses. It's maintaining control of existing conditions in unfamiliar environments. Something seemingly minor like medication timing disruption due to crossing time zones can trigger serious complications. Consider Helen, a 71-year-old with well-managed diabetes who joined a 12-day Asian cruise. She carefully packed her medications but didn't anticipate how dramatically the ship's schedule and excursions would affect her routine. By the 4th day, her medication schedule was completely disrupted, and she began experiencing concerning symptoms. Finding appropriate medical care that understood her condition became extremely challenging, particularly with language barriers. What should have been a simple adjustment became a stressful situation that cost her 3 days confined to her cabin instead of enjoying the ports of call. But Helen's experience can be avoided with proper planning. Begin by creating a comprehensive medical dossier, listing your conditions, medications with exact dosages, allergies, and recent procedures, printed in multiple copies and stored digitally on your phone. Have your physician review your travel itinerary and discuss any necessary adjustments to medication schedules across different time zones. Research medical facilities at your destinations before departure. Many international hospitals have departments specifically for international patients with English-speaking staff. Save their contact information in your phone and mark their locations on your travel maps. Consider medical translation cards or apps that can clearly explain your conditions in the local language. And remember those vital medications. Pack twice what you expect to need, distributed between different bags in case one is lost, and keep them in original labeled containers to avoid customs issues. Being medically prepared isn't pessimistic. It's ensuring the best experience possible. When you've addressed potential health concerns proactively, you can focus on enjoying your travels rather than worrying about what might go wrong. What's on your pre-travel health preparation list? Share your essential steps in the comments below. Now, let's discuss our third hidden risk that affects even the most robust senior travelers. Risk 3. Increase susceptibility to infections. Your immune system has served you well for decades. Now it deserves some extra protection. One of the less discussed challenges of traveling after 70 is how our bodies respond differently to new environments and unfamiliar pathogens. As we age, our immune systems naturally become less responsive. What might cause a younger traveler minor discomfort could lead to a week of serious illness for someone over 70. Research indicates that seniors typically need 2 to 3 times longer to recover from common travel ailments like food-related illness or respiratory infections. Dr. Elizabeth Chen, an immunologist specializing in aging, explains it clearly. Your immune system at 70 plus is like a skilled but slower security team, experienced but requiring more time to respond to new threats. It benefits from additional support when facing unfamiliar challenges. Take Richard and Mary, a retired couple who celebrated their retirement with a long-awaited trip to Mexico. They were cautious with most foods but couldn't resist fresh seafood at a beachside restaurant. Within 36 hours, both developed severe gastrointestinal issues. While younger travelers with similar symptoms recovered quickly, Richard and Mary lost nearly a week of their vacation confined to their hotel room. The resulting dehydration was particularly severe, almost requiring hospitalization. But embracing new cultures doesn't have to mean risking your health. Start strengthening your immune system before you even leave home. In the month before travel, focus on immune-supporting habits. Consistent sleep patterns, proper hydration, and nutrient-rich foods. Many travelers find that probiotic supplements started 2 to 3 weeks before departure help their digestive systems adapt to new environments. Once at your destination, practice intelligent precautions without missing out on authentic experiences. Carry a small hand sanitizer for use before meals, but maintain a balanced approach. Enjoyment is still important. When exploring local cuisine, look for establishments with high customer turnover and freshly prepared hot foods. A useful guideline is cook it, boil it, peel it, or forget it for fruits and vegetables in countries with different water purification standards. Regarding water, staying hydrated is essential, but be selective about your sources. Bottled water is a worthwhile expense in many locations, and a portable water purifier can be an excellent investment for extended trips. Smart health precautions mean experiencing new cultures without unwanted health consequences. The goal isn't isolation, but protecting yourself just enough to fully enjoy your adventures. What's your essential travel health item you never leave home without? Share in the comments below. Now let's examine our fourth hidden risk that can transform an exciting journey into an exhausting ordeal. Risk 4: energy management and recovery time. Travel should rejuvenate you, not deplete you. Yet one of the most frequent concerns I hear from travelers over 70 is how unexpectedly draining travel can be, even when the itinerary seemed perfectly reasonable during planning. The reality is that our energy reserves and recovery capabilities change as we age. A full day of exploration that might have been energizing at 55 can be completely exhausting at 75. Studies show that adults over 70 typically need 30 to 50% more recovery time from travel fatigue and jet lag compared to middle-aged adults, with many requiring a full day of recovery for each time zone crossed. Carol Williams, a physical therapist specializing in active aging, explains, "Many senior travelers don't recognize they're operating with a different energy economy than in previous decades. The same activities demand more energy and longer recovery periods. It's not weakness, just a natural physiological change." Consider James, an active 78-year-old history enthusiast who planned his dream trip to European historical sites. He scheduled daily visits to museums and landmarks across London, Paris, and Rome. By the fourth day, he was completely exhausted, struggling to appreciate the historical treasures he'd waited a lifetime to see. "I kept pushing myself because I felt I should be able to keep up," he told me. "But by the end of the trip, I was so depleted, I couldn't even remember what I'd seen." When James returned for another European adventure the following year, he approached it differently. He scheduled just one major activity each day, followed by a leisurely lunch and rest period. He alternated busy days with relaxation days, and placed his most anticipated visits early in the trip when his energy was highest. "I experienced half as many places but enjoyed them twice as deeply," he shared. Planning for your energy is as crucial as planning your itinerary. Consider the alternating days approach, balancing active sightseeing days with relaxation days. Schedule your priority activities earlier in your trip, when you're freshest. And never underestimate the value of a mid-afternoon break. Even 60 minutes of quiet rest can recharge your energy for evening activities. Time zone changes require special consideration. Arrive 1 to 2 days before tours begin if possible, giving your body time to adjust. Stay well hydrated during flights and try to adapt to local meal and sleep schedules immediately upon arrival. Some travelers find that melatonin supplements, approved by their doctor, help reset their internal clocks more quickly. Remember that pacing yourself isn't limiting your experience, it's enhancing it. Meaningful, well-paced experiences create better memories than exhausting yourself trying to see everything. How do you manage your energy when traveling? Share your strategies in the comments below. Now let's address our fifth hidden risk, one that can literally trip up even the most careful senior travelers. Risk 5. Environmental hazards and fall prevention. The world's most beautiful destinations often come with hidden hazards. Those picturesque cobblestone streets in European cities, ancient temple stairs in Asia, or slippery marble bathroom floors in luxury hotels worldwide can transform a dream vacation into a medical emergency with just one misstep. For travelers over 70, falls represent the most common cause of serious travel injuries. While younger travelers might quickly recover from a stumble, the same fall can have serious consequences for seniors. Travel insurance data shows that recovery from a fall-related fracture takes an average of 3 to 5 months for travelers over 70, compared to 4 to 6 weeks for those in their 50s. Dr. Jennifer Adams, a physical therapist specializing in balance and mobility, explains, "It's not simply about being careful. It's understanding that unfamiliar environments challenge our balance systems in ways we don't experience at home. Our automatic responses aren't calibrated for different surfaces or unexpected obstacles." Take Margaret, a 76-year-old art lover determined to explore Italy's historic sites despite their notoriously uneven surfaces. Rather than avoiding these beautiful areas, she prepared specifically for the challenges. "I started a balance training program 4 months before the trip and invested in proper supportive footwear," she told me. "Most importantly, I wasn't too proud to use a walking stick on those uneven surfaces, even though I don't need one at home." Margaret enjoyed every artistic treasure without incident, while several younger travelers in her group suffered minor injuries from falls. Preparation makes the critical difference. Before your trip, research your destinations for potential mobility challenges. Many travel forums and review sites include accessibility information from other senior travelers. If possible, strengthen your balance with simple exercises like standing on one foot while brushing your teeth or taking a Tai Chi class, both proven to improve stability. Footwear deserves special attention. Those stylish shoes might look great in photos, but supportive, non-slip footwear with good traction is your best protection against falls. Break in new shoes weeks before traveling, and never pack only one pair. Feet often swell during travel, and having options is essential. Consider whether a walking aid might be appropriate, even if you don't use one at home. Many travelers find that a collapsible walking stick provides confidence on uneven terrain without being cumbersome. And don't hesitate to request ground floor accommodations or rooms with elevator access. These small adjustments can make a tremendous difference in your energy conservation and safety. Proper preparation means confidence in every step you take. When you're not worried about falling, you can focus completely on the amazing experiences around you. What's your strategy for navigating challenging terrain while traveling? Share your tips in the comments below. We've explored 5 unexpected risks for travelers over 70, not to discourage adventure, but to enhance it. These precautions aren't limitations. They're tools for more enjoyable journeys. The best senior travelers prepare thoroughly, pace themselves wisely, and protect their health and finances consistently. Your lifetime of experience gives you wisdom younger travelers lack. Apply it to how you explore the world. Travel isn't about checking off destinations. It's about creating meaningful memories that enrich your life. Share your own travel wisdom in the comments. Your insights might help fellow travelers enjoy their journeys even more. Safe and joyful travels to you all.